Browns have said they're going to look at that and learn from it when they played the Steelers. Let's take a look at a couple of things. First of all, big personnel. So take us through this first clip, what you see here, and kind of what you are thinking.
Well, I think with Watson being out, first and foremost, I don't think there's a woe is me. These coaches don't think like that, so they're ready to go. They're gonna get their game plan ready. Browns have a bunch of really good players, and football is a team game, and I understand Watson's very important, but I think what you're going to see now is you're going to see them go back to what they did pre-Watson. So I think they're going to go a lot more 13 personnel, a lot more 12 personnel. They're going to get in these sets where they put Harris at the fullback, where they put the Dunn type of guys at tackles and tight ends, and they get really big inside the red zone. And I think they're going to run, regardless of how many people the Steelers put in the box, they're going to challenge them. And this is kind of what you got here in the first game. They got down inside the red zone and they just challenged them. And I think to protect DTR and to make his reads and his game plan simple, I think they're going to get in these big sets and they're going to run the ball. And they're going to say, I don't care what you do, I don't care how many you put in the box. They're going to run the ball and they're going to shorten the game and they're going to protect DTR from having to do too much. And I think the Browns are good enough to do this. And I think this gets back to the identity of what these guys like to do up front. If you look at Teller, Harris, these guys, Harris is going to come through here. He's going to light up the safety. Teller comes around the corner and Poole has a guard and knocks the linebacker back. So you got Harris and Teller. I just think they're going to get back to their identity of being nasty up front and play great defense. And this is how it starts, by getting big inside.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've shown is they have the ability to do a lot of things out of that formation. All right, so goal line in this situation. What do you see in this clip, the second one?
Oh, another one. This is basic. So the first one, you got a goal line power. Now you get a goal line G scheme. This is what all of us high school coaches, both of these plays, we all know them. This is everybody front side blocked down. They're going to pull Teller to the front side now, and again, Harris is at the front. Harris is going to get to Hamilton at the safety. Teller does a great job of kicking out the front side here. They wash everybody down. Bryant and Njoku are going to seal that edge right there on the end. And this is basic football, and it doesn't matter how many people are in there. They leave Queen unblocked because he does a great job, and they're just counting on Hunt to be tough. And they got these three backs now, and I think they have a good rotation on what they like to do with Ford and Pierre Strong and obviously Hunt, and they have what their strengths are. And, you get down here in the red zone, Hunt's a big guy. They're, again, not tricky, especially without Watson, and I think they're going to do this a bunch, and I think they're going to do this type of stuff in the middle of the field as well. So you're going to see a lot of this type of power G scheme, simple football, block down, kick out, and it's been very good for the Browns over the last couple of years, and I think they're going to get back to it.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've shown in that big personnel, they have the ability to throw it and throw it effectively. It makes it a little bit easier because the reads aren't as difficult as well. Along those lines, out of that big personnel package, a guy that is a matchup problem is the tight end, David Njoku. Take us through what you see here and how important you think Njoku can be in this game.
Well, for me, Njoku is kind of elevating himself into that top five kind of conversation at tight end. Specifically, he's always blocked well. He did a great job of blocking before he became this dynamic receiver. He's about as good run after catch as you're going to get. Now, he doesn't give you a shake and bake like Travis Kelce will, but his ability to get vertical after he catches and run heavy is incredible. Now, a couple things I think this does right here. This is Watson, obviously, but this is a read that DTR can make. This is simply just a stick route, and what he does here is you get the inside guy that trips to the boundary here, and he's the third guy in. And if you read zone coverage, and Patrick Queen's got to cover him man. And he's a matchup problem for all linebackers. And now with Pittsburgh is actually down linebackers. Holcomb, Quan Alexander, those guys are out. Those guys are at a disadvantage. These backups for the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be at real disadvantage trying to cover Njoku. It's also a shorter throw for a quarterback. And any short throw, easy read, is very important for DTR to get his motor going, to get his confidence going. He just has to do the little things. He's a quarterback you can win with. He's not a quarterback you win because of. And I've said that a bunch, but they can win with DTR. They can win with Walker. They've proven it. And these are the type of throws to Njoku. Just get this guy the ball in space. He's a load. He's running people over. He has become dynamic when he gets the ball in space. And I think he's going to be huge for DTR this week.
Yeah, he's making this defensive back here look like a blocking sled. He's just moving them backwards, puts them on roller skates.